Gonna screw it up. Chuck's Mangled News.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody else on the West Coast. Good morning. Everybody else in between this great big beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's up? What's happening? Oh man, the intro for the radio just crapped out, man. Just like I went to put it on today and it said that is not available. What the hell? It couldn't have gotten deleted. So what? What are you guys doing, man? What's up? What's up with this shit? Yeah, I don't see it. It's not on there. It's not on there. I could click and say goodbye. I mean, say hello. Oh man. Oh, this is a bad. Come on, man. What the hell? See, that's from looking up. Stretching my throat. Freaking crazy. Crazy. Oh, what I gotta do? Oh my God. So I have no clue. I'm gonna have to pull that off again. Would it be under sounds? Huh? I don't know. There's shows and recordings, sounds and bloopers. Spot music. What's spot music? No. Oh, forget it. This is just insane. This is not good. I had it all cleaned out. Now it's all screwed up again. Oh my God. When is it going to ever end, folks? I hope never. You know. So, oh God. Let's just worry about this later. What? Meghan McCain to announce her resignation. Uh-oh. From ABC's The View on today's show. That's from the Daily Mail. And End Hate, Start Love says, what a shame. What a shame. Maddie, the sexy, smiling, funny gay, vaccinated Texan. A big possibility that my manager might be leaving. She told me she's looking at another job. And if she does go, I'll most likely take my store over. He's taking his store overs. He's already claiming he got it. Good for you. So, Lee in Iowa, Team Pelosi, Ray. This is in regards to, as far as Ray, not Ray Manisoli or anybody else like Ray Mussolini, whatever the hell. This is in regards to Weisselberg and testifying. Mark says, if he's granted a security team to keep him safe, yes, remember the Epstein thing. How many people believe he actually committed suicide? Who the hell knows? You know, I mean, come on. All kind of crazy shit happens in jail, even when you're living in the jail alone. You know what I mean? Maybe he did. You know, I'm always, you know, there's great QAnon stuff go around, you know, and then like a guy was saying, we were talking about different stuff, and he said, yeah, we might, same way we might never find out what happened to John Kennedy, why he was killed. And I'm like, you know, maybe there really isn't maybe there is no conspiracy. Maybe he was just a nut job that frickin' killed Kennedy, you know? I mean, like, Come on. And I'm thinking that was probably the first QAnon conspiracy theory. That, everybody, Russia, Cuba, everybody else was behind all this shit. People can't just go crazy on their own. They don't have to have any kind of agenda. They just don't give a fuck. Excuse my language. This is not a kid show. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's a little bit late, but hey, you know what? If you got kids running around, I say this shit every day. Kick their ass outside if it's nice. Put them for a nap if you're young. Xbox, PlayStation, iPad with headphones. Something like that. I know what the hell's wrong. Okay, we got to fix this shit. Okay, let's see if that's any better. No, I'm getting this. You guys getting an echoey thing? Like I'm talking in what the hell happened here? Oh shit, it's all kind of screwed up. Okay, that's all. It's hey, you know what? Nobody's supposed to be playing with this shit. You know what I mean? Oh boy, what a day! Okay, Agolf Twitler Slayer McCarthy has all these questions on what and why things happened on January 6th, but he's fighting against an investigation. What the F? Haha, I didn't say it. David Weissman says, Meghan McCain is leaving The View, thank God. A lot of people happy about that. I don't know. I twittered back with whatchamacallit. I says, hey, I like watching her get bitch slapped every once in a while from them people. So I guess she just like, oh, I'm just so up against it, My dad, John McCain, well, you can't live off your coattail dad, you know what I mean? Off the dad's coattails or whatever, however you say that shit. Okay? Hey, it's Thursday, folks, Okay, God. Okay, David Weissman again. What the hell is this with this guy? David Weissman replying to David Weissman. There are plenty of conservatives that don't spread propaganda lies that could give different points of view on The View, Walsh Freedom, and more. Okay, Anna Navarro, Amanda Carpenter, Tara Setmeyer. I don't know what the hell this shit is. Shelley Winston says she's replying to him. Listen, minority opinion. I lurked her on the show. We should have a conservative opinion on the show, and I can't imagine CBS will dig up someone who is conservative and willing to be successfully confronted every single day. It's ABC, you twit. It's Twitter. Ta-da! I called her Twit. Oh boy. So let me take a rest here. Stretch this shit out. Oh, thank you. Supreme Court screwed us. Arizona, they upheld a couple things on Arizona's voting law that's going to set things back a little bit. Okay, what is okay? This is no wonder that's still on the same thread. That's why I'm not. It's David Weissman. Kyla in the Berg. Okay, remember when they chanted "lock her up," and then when the entire Trump organization got indicted by a grand jury, and Alan Weisselberg turned himself into the Manhattan DA. A very special good morning to Hillary Clinton on this hilarious day. You know what you say usually comes back and bites you in the ass. That's true. That's true. When you were a kid, you had somebody say something bad to you, you go, yeah, turn around, come back on you. We must have knew something when we were kids. Turn around, come back on you. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay. In the United States, serious crime is overwhelmingly concentrated in a small handful of neighborhoods. Just 2% of counties in America see 51% of the country's murders. What if we told you there was a trick to help reduce violent crime? Well, what's the trick? Okay, so there's just 2% of counties in America see 51% of the country's murders. Okay, that's, yeah, big one. Chicago, yeah. But here's the thing. You got to stop it in the neighborhoods, man. Put your guns away. You don't need the damn guns. If you are too afraid of getting hurt through a fist fight, you don't deserve. You know? It takes a big man, a really big man, or a really big woman to stand behind a gun. Take that gun away. See what happens. Didn't you? You know, when I grew up, we didn't have all that shit. I mean, at worst, if somebody would have a knife. Okay? But every other time, hey, put your dukes up. Let's go. Let's have at it. Sometimes you ended up friends that way. So, yeah, man, you got me good. Well, you got me good, you know, and it just goes from there. But when you got a gun, you just like, stupid. Now, here's the other thing I heard. This is important. Now, this was years ago. It's probably still going on. But one of the initiation things for gangs is to go out and shoot somebody. If you could go out and shoot somebody and not get caught, you're in with the gang. So maybe there's a lot of this gang shit going on, and people, you know, they suppress it. They don't bring it out. But that's what it is. It's, you know, used to be real big a few years ago. Crips and Bloods and all that other shit. Well, they're still there. Just, you know. So I don't know why they changed it or not, you know. There's still gangs going on. There's a lot of bad shit going on. People getting ripped off with drugs and stuff like that. Hopefully, you know, well, see, here's the thing. And you're finding that out now with legalizing marijuana. It don't matter. It don't matter. I mean, you know, you want to get rid of, have everybody. You know, Japan and China and all other places, they put up opium dens. Go in an opium den and just smoke your life away. If that's what you are, you know. But see, here's the problem too. You need money for that, and they're going to go out and rob. So make it free. You say, hey, go. Just OD yourself to death, and then we have to worry about you. I don't know. It's terrible. You know, you get addicted to this shit painkillers with no fault of your own. You know, boy. Well, I had ureter cancer. They took my ureter, a little piece of my bladder, and they took my left kidney, right? Man, I was on that shit for like, 10 days or so. And then I came off of it. No. I was on there for a couple weeks. Okay? Opioids. And, oh my God, the withdrawal was terrible. It was. It felt like I was ready to jump out of my skin every like, constantly. It just, my skin was crawling. That's what it felt like. Just wanted to jump out of my skin. Constantly, I felt, oh my God, so terrible. No wonder people kept taking it. They get them feelings. But here's the problem. I went through solid 7 days, like terrible feeling like that. And then it started easing up, and I went to the hospital to see somebody, and I saw one of the nurses. I went up to the floor to thank the people on that floor for taking such good care of me. And I'm like, hey, I'm pretty much, you know, I'm there, you know. And she said, how many days have it been? I said, oh, it's been a week. She said, no. You're only halfway there. I'm like, oh, shit. She said, probably another 7 to 10 days, you'll feel pretty good. I'm like, oh, my God, I got to go that much longer? Yep. So, oh, my God. Oh, boy. Okay, so anyway, we got all this shit screwed up. I had, you know what? And the bad thing about that was this whole thing with this Saturday morning show thing I had set up was like ridiculous. It was just ridiculous because I can get rid of that. But I don't know where it went. That makes me feel bad. So now I got to reload all that shit again. But that's the way it is. That's just the way it is here. It's July 1st. It's good. July 4th weekend, folks, coming up. Blah, blah. Right? You guys got all your hot dogs and your hamburgers and your grilled or your cheese and all that other shit set up? Good for you. Good for you. What are you going to do this weekend? You going to travel? You going to stay home? A lot of people staying, more people traveling. It's just like crazy. It's like crazy. Heat wave. We had a really bad heat wave. Started breaking up last night. So hopefully. Yeah, here you go. This will help. Politics. This is the Hill 13 hours ago. Or 13 minutes ago. What am I talking about? Hours. July the 1st, 2021. California City approves law to require gun owners carry liability insurance. There you go. The San Jose City Council voted this week to approve legislation that will require gun owners to get liability insurance and pay a fee each year that would go toward responding to gun-related violence. The annual fee would subsidize medical treatment, police responses, and ambulances, among other expenses related to shooting-related deaths and injuries, according to the San Francisco Chronicle. This is a brilliant idea. CBS Bay Area reported that any intentional harm caused by a gun owner would not be legally covered by the liability insurance. San Jose is the first city to pass these measures, the outlet noted. The unanimous vote on Tuesday came more than a month after a 57-year-old employee at the Santa Clara Valley Transportation Authority light rail yard shot and killed 9 others before taking his life. Okay, now here, according to the Chronicle, the city has not determined what the fee will be. The city is waiting on a final report by the Pacific Institute on Research and Evaluation before it determines a fee for gun owners. Okay, base it on, well, you know what? This is one way that they can control gun control. If the states would do this, according to what gun you have to pay a fee and liability insurance for that gun. That makes sense. Because think about it, that's a good idea. That's really a good idea. So anyway, a preliminary report by the Institute said that gun violence in San Jose costs taxpayers around $63 million a year, according to the Chronicle. Well, yeah, you got all that, Good idea. I know, people are like, you bastard, you don't want my gun on you, so what? You have a right to bear arms, but to keep them, you got to pay. So, anyway, here we go. ZeroHedge.com. Black Lives Matter rioter who smashed car window in a toddler's face avoids jail after lawyer says it was an emotional... No. See, this is not cool. This is an emotional time. A Black Lives Matter rioter who smashed a car window in a 1-year-old child's face has avoided prison after his lawyer argued that it was a very emotional time for the culprit. Jeez, yes, really? A video from the incident, what occurred in Fredericksburg, Virginia, during last year's George Floyd riot, shows a Black Lives mob surrounding the vehicle before Victor Miles, too, smashes the glass, which shatters all over the child in the back seat. The clip appears to show Miles deliberately targeting the toddler. Oh, now see, that's not right. This guy should be in jail. I don't care. There's only so much you could, here's the thing. The same thing in Pittsburgh. Story a couple years ago. This kid was involved in a drive-by shooting. The car was reported to the police. The police stopped the car. Everybody got out and started running. Okay? The police shot at the running people and killed one of them. Okay? And there was an uproar about it. Now here's the problem. The cop didn't know who the shooter was. The cop didn't know they had a gun, if they had a gun or not. All he knew is he stopped that car, and when he got the driver to put his hands up, and stuff, and the other two bolted. So what are you going to do? He didn't know which one's the killer, and you don't know if he was shooting him in the ass or in the leg or whatever. A bullet killed him. So, and everybody there had all kind of shit. Oh, that's not right. No, he shouldn't have been involved in a goddamn drive-by in the first place. Oh, maybe he didn't. Hey, maybe he did know. And I get a lot of people mad at me about that. I'm like, hey, I don't give a shit. You got to watch who your friends are. Your friends carrying guns and everything else like that, and they talk about shooting people. You don't want to be hanging around them, right? Man. Oh, jeez, man. Okay. Oh, my. Ooh, remember this thing with Britney Spears, all this shit going on? Here's how much Jamie Lynn is worth after Britney said her family has lived off her for 13 years. As the younger sister of Britney Spears, Jamie Lynn Spears' net worth has been a topic of discussion for years. Jamie Lynn, who is 10 years younger than Britney, made her Hollywood debut with her sister in 2002's Crossroads, in which she played the younger version of Britney's character Lucy. She joined Nickelodeon in 2002 as a cast member on Season 8 of All That before her big break in 2004 as the lead in her own TV series Zoe 101, in which she played a teenager named Zoe Brooks at a fictional boarding school named Pacific Coast Academy. Jamie Lynn recorded the theme song for the show, Follow Me, which was written by Britney. So I'm going to get all through this shit. Why do they keep doing this? This is freaking insane. In 2008, when she was 17 years old, Jamie Lynn gave birth to her first child, a daughter named Maddie. After a break from Hollywood to raise her daughter, Jamie Lynn returned to the entertainment industry in 2013 as a country singer. So how much does she make? Oh, piss off. You want to read the damn thing? Go ahead. It's just like, yeah, So she's making more. Her family ain't living off her. That's it. That's it. I read all that shit for nothing. So that's why I stay away from this garbage. Just freaking, some of these writers, they string you along. And you read 10, 15 paragraphs, right? Screw that shit. So if you want to read about it, it's Stylecaster 3 days ago. So whoever Stylecaster is, maybe you have to Google it. If you're interested in that kind of shit. Oh boy. Forbes. The 29th at 8 a.m. Secretive submarines are cropping up all over the place. I told you. A new model of Chinese attack submarine appears in Shanghai. The Russian Navy launches a huge new special mission sub armed with a radiological doomsday. Wow, a radiological doomsday weapon. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy signals to the world that its own submarines, including its most heavily armed attack boats, are everywhere all the time. It's been a few days for the world's undersea powers. Recent submarine sightings are a reminder that despite the greater visibility of aircraft carriers and other surface ships, the leading navies are spending more and more of their money under the waves. Whoa. China's new attack boat first appeared in mid-May at a shipyard in Wuhan. Aha, there's that Wuhan name again. A few weeks later, the vessel had traveled south to Hangzhou River in Shanghai. Photos revealed that what appears to be a Type 039 hull with a new sail that bears some of the hallmarks of Sweden's own A-26 submarine. Sweden's got a submarine? I thought they were independent, or, whatever. Autonomous, whatever they are. They ain't going to get involved in that shit. But they got a submarine, I guess. I don't know. We don't know much about this new diesel-electric boat. It could represent a third or fourth major variant of a baseline Type 039, at least 30 Type 039s of various models, each displacing between 2,200 and 3,500 tons of water, represent nearly half of the Chinese Navy's undersea fleet. And if you understand that shit, you're a fucking genius. So, that's it. Secretive submarines, they're all over the place. Oh, everybody's gearing up for something here. I don't know. Okay, here you go. Fox News. Here we go. Oh, my God, Fox News. Okay, Columbia professor who thanked Fauci for Wuhan lab messaging maintains close ties to China. Columbia professor Waller Ian Lipkin thanked Fauci for casting doubt on the lab leak theory. A Columbia University professor expressed his gratitude to Dr. Fauci for downplaying the possibility that COVID-19 leaked from the Wuhan Institute of Virology and maintains close ties to China, including Chinese Communist Party members. Walter Ian Lipkin, a professor of epidemiology at Columbia University, who was known as Virus Hunter, thanked Fauci last year for publicly dismissing notions that the virus could have originated and leaked from the Wuhan lab. Wow, ain't that nice? I'm telling you. Fauci's coronavirus-related email showed that he had worked behind the scenes to sow doubt. What? Showed he had worked behind the scenes to sow doubt about the virus leaking from the Wuhan Institute of Virology, the Washington Examiner noted in early June. We deeply appreciate your efforts in steering and messaging, Lipkin wrote to Fauci on May 5, 2020, a day after he cast doubt on the lab leak theory. So, the plot thickens. Oh, here we go. Slate, 23 hours ago. Okay. The dream of Florida is dead. The Miami condo collapse is a crisis for the entire state. Danny Rivero was one of the first reporters on the scene of the Champlain Towers South condo collapse in the town of Surfside, Florida, not too far from Miami Beach. He's been there almost every day since chronicling what is still technically a search and rescue mission. The death toll now stands at 12, but 149 people are still unaccounted for. And Rivero says the initial shock of the event is starting to wear off, turning to grief and anger. This didn't happen for no reason, he says. No kidding. Even though it came out of nowhere, in a sense, it did not come out of nowhere. How about that? There were reasons behind why this happened. Yeah, there were. On Wednesday's episode of What Next, I talked to Rivero, a reporter for the local public radio station, WLRN, about the decisions that led up to the disaster, the role of climate change, and what it all means for the state of Florida. This conversation has been considered and condensed and edited for clarity. So if you want to read that, that's from the Slate 23 hours ago. So I'm getting you hooked on it. I want to read that. Yeah. So anyway, there's this guy I did, and I have a half a second. I'm gonna have to do it Monday. Or wait a minute, yeah, Monday. So hey, a lot of new shit coming out on MonValleyRadio.com. You got it, man. I'm telling you what, that hard rock, headbangers, all that other shit. Oh man, we're gonna have Tool, Rob Zombie, the new AC/DC album, and all this other crazy shit going on. You know, about 40, 30, 20 new artists that haven't been on before, and they're going to be on and doing shit. So, man, tune in. Tune in. MindValleyRadio.com. And look on the schedule where you're in your time zone. Check it out when the shows are on. Because we switch around. We go, you know. After you got back to the Moso R&B show, which is Motown. And then after that, Lady, and Time Is Up. And I had a good time. And then dubstep, and then headbangers, alternate rock, and all that other shit. And then Max Mix. So I had a good time. I got to find this thing up here and find out what the hell happened with my Saturday show stuff and all that other crazy stuff. So I'm going to say goodbye to the radio people. Hey, goodbye, radio people. I don't have a thing to play for you right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I thought I did, but I don't. So we're going to have to just say goodbye. So say goodbye to you. And I want to say goodbye to my regular people here. What are we doing? Whoa. Okay, here it is. Let's see. Okay, bye. You guys have a good day. Be careful. Don't get that run on. Oh, my God. What a day. Be careful. Don't get that run on. And I got to find my shit. I don't know where it went.